Hi, this is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking. Today we're talking about one thing that I was kind of thinking if I should do a video, but I had few people ask me about this, and that's exactly this question. What's a good area for a driver to live in? Oh, and then, there's another question that comes right after that is what's a bad area? For a driver to live in. And for me, this video at first didn't make sense, but then the more I thought about it, I was thinking, well, it's all connected to good and bad areas, and let's just do something so you guys can see, like if you're willing to move just for that reason, or maybe you're looking for a driver from that area. It's easier to bring the driver home and cover the driver when they're at home and ready to go. So let's go to the map right away. Side note here, this is only my opinion. This is not something that's written in stone, and all these things change with time. But right now, this is what I think, and this is what I can suggest to you. So let's do right now. So this is Google Maps right here, and I'm going to start with west here. California is a good area. There are a lot of local loads in California, and a lot of intrastate loads that go from south to north and vice versa. So if you live in California, it's a good area to live in as far as the loads go. But there are a lot of regulations. California is really strict with everything, and then that's the same thing with DOT. They're very, very strict there. And for me, if someone would ask me, I would not go there. But if you're already there, then it's what it is. Some people love California, and I can blame them. It's really nice over there. The weather is nice. It's really cool. But it's just expensive and a lot of regulations. And then the other thing with California is that like you either do intrastate loads, but if you want to go to a good area, you have to go all the way across the country to come here. They do have loads like from Washington and like Phoenix here. This is a lot of trucks going this way here. But other than that, this area here is, generally not good as far as the loads go. So California is okay to live in, okay? I can't, mention all 50 states, but if I don't mention a state, that means it's just an okay state, okay? Like all these northern states here, Montana, Wyoming, Dakotas, Idaho, they are not that great to live in as a driver. They have a lot of local loads, and that they do, but it's hard to get a load from here to somewhere, and then even to come back, there's not a lot of choice. They pay well, from like Midwest to go here, but from here there are not that many loads. So this area here I would avoid. Utah, the only thing is, like Salt Lake City, they have loads there in that area, but that's about it. Okay, so I wouldn't, I wouldn't consider Utah for my home as well if I were a driver. And then Colorado, even worse. Denver, Colorado is just everyone knows that. You can find a good load going to Colorado, but from there is really nothing. They have a lot of beer loads, but they're heavy. And anything else is really either cheap or hard to book. Sometimes I had two drivers that lived there, one in Denver, one in Pueblo, Colorado, and it was always a nightmare. Sometimes I would just deadhead them to Kansas or to Nebraska. There is really nothing over there, so I wouldn't live there. Albuquerque is okay, just this area here, but same thing, everything is far away. Like, the next good area is Dallas, Texas here, or California. So I wouldn't really go to New Mexico and live over there. Same thing with Arizona, Phoenix and Tucson, they might be okay. but there's nothing around it that where you can go to and make some money and come back. Okay, and then let's go here. Now, Minnesota and Wisconsin, they're good areas. Always you can find good freight from there and to there. The only thing is that they have a lot of snow, and then it's the same thing with Michigan. Okay, a lot of snow, but there's a lot of different kinds of industry here, like auto industry in Michigan, furniture. In Minneapolis here, Milwaukee, it's a good area. Chicago is also a good area, a very good area to live as a driver. As Michigan, northern Michigan does not see that many loads, especially Upper Peninsula. But even now and then before, I always had a lot of drivers from northern Michigan, and it wasn't that hard to book a load to there or from there. But just know that this area, the southern portion here, is much better than northern portion. But even here, it's really okay to live as a driver, especially because it's so nice. It's remote, but it's close to Grand Rapids, Lansing, and Detroit. So this whole lower peninsula is good to live in as a driver. If you don't count the snow and then the almost 6-month winter season, if you don't count that, and even like if you live by the lake, because I'm right here, they have the lake effect snow and a lot of weather-related things like that. Indiana generally is a good area for the driver to live in, and then all those Midwestern states, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas is not that great, and then even Texas, only these big hubs like Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston, they have a lot of loads to there. And from there, the more you go south, then, as far as dry van loads, they don't have that many. They have a lot of reefer loads here. But some people like to go to Laredo and then pick up a really nice, they have nice loads out of there. Laredo, Brownstown, they pay well from here to like east. But if you were going to Texas, I would just say go to Dallas or Houston. That's your safest bet. Southern Louisiana is generally okay also. There are a lot of floats, but they're heavy, a lot of salt, a lot of ports. So Arkansas, no. Oklahoma, definitely no. The whole Oklahoma is just bad, okay? I wouldn't live in Oklahoma. And then Kansas, this part here, the eastern part is okay. Kansas, Wichita, Topeka, everything here closer to Colorado is not good. Okay, Nebraska, maybe Omaha and Lincoln is okay, but everything here, no. Iowa, here on I-80, that's a good area, usually. From Des Moines to Illinois here, okay, so that would be a good area to live in if you're a driver. But like I said, also snow. There are a lot of snow and ice, a lot of wind here, and I-80 freezes down, like a lot of problems on I-80 during winter. Whole Illinois is really good, including Chicago, so that's a good area. St. Louis is also a good area to live in. And then generally Missouri is okay, like this part here, this part here all the way to Joplin. Midwest, all these states are okay. I would not, pick one from the other one. East is okay if you're like coming back to home. When you're leaving from, especially like here, like this area here, you're gonna find good paying loads coming to there, but bad paying loads from there. And then there's a lot of traffic, a lot of mess here, a lot of problems, a lot of tight streets. So if you would ask me, I would not live in any of these areas, especially like past Albany over there, and then northern upstate New York here. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo is okay. But anything here or here on I-86, that's not okay. Pennsylvania here generally, it's also okay. A lot of hills. Sometimes it gets bad, if you're booking a load from Pennsylvania out, to Pennsylvania, it's good. There are good paying loads, but from Pennsylvania, there are not that many loads. Atlanta is also usually okay. to live, if you were to live in Atlanta as a driver. And then all these areas here are, okay, not bad. Southern Georgia and Florida are not good. If you're in Jacksonville or like right here, then that's somewhat okay. But down here as a driver, it's gonna be tough. Florida has a lot of local loads, like within the state, intrastate, but from there it's just a mess. You can't find a load. You can find a good paying load going to Florida, but from Florida it's hard to find a load. So what would be best area for the driver to live in? I'm not gonna talk a lot about California. It's been last time I was in California, it was like 10 years ago maybe, so I can't really say, but I guess it's okay. But a good area to live as a driver, like this part of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Chicago, Michigan, all the way to here, anywhere in Midwest, okay, anywhere here, and I guess including Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, those are your good areas to live in. Under no circumstances should you move to Denver, to southern Florida, to east here, like this area in east, any remote areas in any of these big states, over here is not good. And then I didn't talk about a lot about Seattle. Seattle is also okay, in Portland. But like I said, there is nothing close. If you need a good over the road load, you need to go all the way here. Then you have the permits in Oregon. During winter, you need chains here. Like all these states require chains. It's tough in winter. Some of these highways are closed. And yeah, that's it as far as this goes. Thanks for watching. Come back for more like the video. I'll see you around.